It's showing it's streaming now.
Yeah, well, it's just setting up. I'll tell you when you can go.
Okay.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our special meeting of January the 19th. I want to welcome the public to our meeting by Zoom. And we really do appreciate the people getting online to watch our meetings. We appreciate that. And again, I want to offer to the public, if you have any comments, you can call, text, or fax, email something into the municipal office, and we'll address it. So good evening, everyone. Again, before I also start the meeting, I want to tell the public that I have spoken with the staff because of the COVID restrictions. I'm meeting again with the staff twice a week. The emergency committee is meeting, and I've asked the staff, the department heads, to keep the reports short and neat, and anything that's of any urgency, I will get in touch with council to address the issues. And we'll be talking a little bit further with council about moving forward during COVID and how we're going to proceed. So good evening, everyone. Does any member of council have any pecuniary or financial interest to declare? Ted, you can do so at the time. Thank you. Anyone else? All right. You've had an opportunity to see our public and special meeting of January the 5th. Any errors or omissions to the minutes? Seeing none, I'd entertain a motion to adopt, moved by Brian, seconded by Debbie. Any discussion? All those in favor? Thank you, carried. So our meetings, I've asked, we spoke with Debbie, the chair of finance, and I'm recommending that we we postpone the finance meeting that was due tomorrow. We're going to see what happens. We have to stay, do the social distancing and those kind of things. So I've asked that we postpone that meeting until after February the 11th and see where the province is as far as COVID. And then we can determine a new date after that date of February the 11th. And I'll be in touch with Debbie as we move forward as she's the chair. And the pay equity, I'm going to keep that committee. There's, we're going to have to, I'm going to need some direction. We've got some legal items we have to talk about in closed. And then council needs to give me some direction and we'll determine about that date. This evening, we were to have a delegation from Grant and Pam Hooker, and I say hello to them if they're out there on our Zoom. I've been talking with them, and so they're not going to come tonight because there's some negotiating going on, which I really think is positive. And so we did get 2 emails from 2 public members. And you have those 2 emails in front of you, just addressing that they'd ask the council consider doing as much as possible to keep it here. It is a private business, so council has, I just tried to kind of facilitate. I've been involved in that, only in that capacity. And so hopefully everything will be brought to council the first meeting. Well, we're not going to have a meeting in February. That's my recommendation, but we'll bring it at some point in time. Okay, I'll move on to the reports then. And it appears, Chris, you're up first. How are you, Chris?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Okay, I'll get Sue to share my screen here.
Okay, 1 second. Okay.
Okay, can everybody see that?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize to council. I did not send it out before, but there is a method to my madness, so just stay tuned. Got something very exciting coming along.
Do you want to shock us, Chris, or?
Yeah, it's a theatrical thing, so stay tuned.
Oh, that's right. You did this.
Buckle in,
Yeah,
because this
Brian,
is going to be a good one. Okay. So first off, our Snowdown 2021 is going really good so far. We got a fresh delivery of building materials on the weekend, and people took full advantage of it. As you can see here, there's lots of really creative entries here. This is just what we've received. We have more, but Madawaska Valley has also received quite a few, and they're our partner in this. So I'm thinking we've got around about 20 so far, which is really great. People are really excited about it, and people are doing multiple entries, and some of them are getting really creative. So if you haven't checked it out on our Facebook, all of these are posted, and they're pretty cool. So I encourage you to go check that out. The Rural Economic Development. After reviewing the 2021 Rural Economic Development Grant, it is our opinion that this grant is not suitable for the projects that we would like to develop. This grant is mainly focused on economic diversification and competitiveness. However, even as the main focus of this grant, it only allows 50% coverage for such projects. Our projects would fall under the second category, economic infrastructure, which only would provide a maximum 30% of funding. Furthermore, that 30% is limited as costs of construction and other ineligible expenses further narrow what we can pay using this grant, leaving the municipality with significant costs while limiting what we can use the grant money for. And this is with Dale Thompson, asset manager, and myself who've come to this conclusion. Therefore, it is our opinion that Killaloe Haggerty Richards should not pursue the red grant at this time. Outdoor rinks. Outdoor rinks are open with the following restrictions. Public skating only, limited 25 people, mask, social distancing, sign in, no hockey, one-way movement, helmets recommended, and children under 12 must be accompanied by an adult. All our staff are trained. The rink hours are open and posted, and so far things are going good. Okay, Madawaska Valley Studio Tour sponsorship. So I have been contacted by the Madawaska Valley Studio Tour if we'd be interested in advertising in their brochure and in their online. We actually have quite a few artists from Killaloe Haggerty Richards who are part of this. And in general, it's really well done. Their brochure, if you haven't seen it, it's done by the same person who does our newsletter. It's really well done. Their website is really clean, and a lot of people use it for tourism to kind of see what's going on. And so they had several different packages available, but the one that I wanted to do was a $275 package, and that would get us a year feature in their brochure, as well as a spot on their webpage. And I just think it's really important as a municipality that we support this, support the artists, and it just shows that we're supporting that community as well. So that's that. Okay, now the Irish Gathering, the four-leaf clover. So I just wrote a little letter to everyone. So as you are well aware,
I love this.
yes. As you are well aware, 2021 has already had its fair share of difficult and challenging obstacles to overcome. We're not of the storm just yet, and we will be far from business as usual for quite some time. However, that doesn't mean we should just stop celebrating our heritage and traditions. In fact, it is all the more reason to find new ways to carry these things forward. May the best day of your past be the worst day of your future. An old Irish blessing seems unrealistic in today's climate. Really, it seems like any day from the past, before the world grinded to a halt, would be a blessing beyond measure. We all miss seeing other people, we all miss being around others, and we miss the idea of normal. Now reflect on this sentiment. Reflect on that feeling and recognize that we are in a position to make a real difference. We all need to be uplifted right now. We all need something to look forward to, and we can be the ones to give that to our community if we are willing to go way above and beyond to make it happen. The plan you're about to be presented with is bold. It is outside the box, and it is going to call for all hands on deck to make it come to life. It will be a lot of work, but is what our community desperately needs, and it will be well worth it to see our community together again. The parade in the park last year brought to light more than just Station Park. It showed that even in terrible weather, people will come out to experience any bit of community they can during these difficult times. The feedback was less about the lights and more about how nice it was to socialize and be around people, something we're all longing for. A gathering is the opposite of what we were told we should be doing right now. But an Irish gathering goes way beyond just meeting up with people. It is a celebration of heritage and community that is needed now more than ever. And that is why I will hope you support this bold, new, never before attempted plan called the four-leaf clover. Okay, So the four-leaf clover usually represents good luck, and we will certainly need it in order to make this happen. At any point, this entire plan could be canceled or postponed because of a lockdown. The plan as presented assumed the rules of the past, where up to 100 people were allowed to gather outdoors. It could be more, could be less at the time. I believe in this instance, it is best to shoot for the moon in regards to expectations. However, there is a backup plan, as we'll see later in the presentation. In this case, the four-leaf clover represents the idea to do multiple events on the same day in 4 different locations in Killaloe, Haggerty, Richards, where people will be able to go from event to event, so that 100 people allowed is always changing. This will allow many more people to attend by scheduling times to attend each venue. It won't be the usual Irish gathering, but it'll be the best thing around that gets you as close to the real thing. Irish gatherings using the four-leaf clover will be our Irish Gathering 2021. Okay, so the Station Park walkthrough parade. Last year we saw this event. Oh,
What happened?
We lost the,
You
there we
lost?
go.
Can't see it.
Can't see it?
No.
Okay, hold for dramatic pause. Okay, couple technical difficulties. Just remember, it's very exciting. Everything is
There it is.
happening.
You're back.
And I'm
All right.
back. Okay, so here we go. We're getting there. Okay, here we go. Back to the action. Okay, so Station Park walkthrough parade. Last year we saw this event host over 175 people who attended the walkthrough parade in terrible conditions. The feedback that we got was that it was so nice to be able to socialize with others by being in a safe environment. Many liked the idea more than the regular parade. So the idea would be the same with an Irish twist. Music at the gazebo, stationary floats, prizes for best floats, and scheduled attendance. St. Andrew's Irish Carnival. This one I'm really excited about. So this leaf takes the idea of a carnival and gives it a kiss of Irish to make it fit for an Irish gathering. The idea is simple. Have various carnival games set up with Irish themes and decorations. Each attendee can play a game as many times as they want in the given period to attend. If you win at a game, you'll be given tickets that you can put in a draw for prizes. Music playing, carnival games, prizes, and scheduled attendance. Hawk Farm Irish Eats and Treats. Using the farmers market model, this leaf would focus on food and Irish themed crafts and knickknacks. We could provide a free barbecue as well as have other vendors selling food, preserves, etc. We'd have music, and this could be considered the rest area. We could also bring in the mobile stage to have some music playing, free barbecue, Irish knickknacks, other vendors, and scheduled attendance. Finally, the Round Lake Irish Car Show. Last year, Party in the Park was canceled. The volunteer recreation group was a bit uncertain about having the show, but perhaps with municipal support, they would be willing to have the car show with an Irish theme at Round Lake. We could have music on stage and people could view the cars at scheduled times. Music playing, car show, prizes for best cars, and scheduled attendance. Now, wait, there's more. August in Ireland is an experience that will draw tourists, support the local economy, and give a sense of pride to local residents. Ideally, it would run all month or during the week of an Irish gathering. It starts with decorating the entire village of Killaloe in Irish attire. We would encourage businesses and residents alike to show their Irish spirit and decorate their homes and businesses. Furthermore, we would encourage businesses to have Irish sales and promotions and even sell Irish goods if they can. We would offer a prize for the best decorations for both businesses and home. But wait, there's more. The decorating contest and Irish themed promotion, Irish themed movies outside. We could partner with the library. We could get our own license and do it. The Irish Invasion Challenge. So for those of you who aren't familiar, the Irish Invasion actually started with C.W. Boland going from where old Killaloe is right now and building the Beazafort Hotel, which is known as Quinn's or the apartments there. So this Irish challenge would be like Round Lake, Round the Round, where people would start walking in old Killaloe and show up at the apartments as part of the Irish Invasion Challenge. Irish cutouts all around town to take pictures. This is a really popular thing right now, and we could use it virtually forever. Make a couple really interesting Irish cutouts where people can stand around them or behind them and take pictures and stuff like that. We could leave it out the whole month. Find the 4-leaf clover contest. This is kind of like Debbie's Muskoka chair idea that you told me in the summer. Same idea where there would be 4-leaf clover hidden every week and people have to find it. And then I talked with Sue and we also talked about geocaching and possibly doing an event like that as well, similar along those lines. The Irish Family History Walk. We already have all this stuff. It's basically those bulletin boards with everyone's family history. The only difference is we would actually map out where each family is, so you could do the whole tour. They'd be inside businesses, in the windows, and anywhere we can really put them that they'll be safe. Irish costume contest. This is, we could do this anytime, but it would be pretty cool to do it on the day and see what people come up with. And then CHR Irish Hour, see if we can partner or get the radio station to play Irish music at a certain time at a certain day. But what's great about August in Ireland is it can act as a plan B. Should we get locked down, we can do all of these things regardless of our situation. So they're all COVID proof. So we don't have to worry about that getting shut down if we do have to go to those backup plans. And that is my report.
Thank you, Chris. Okay, we're going to go back then. Is there any comments or questions on number 1, the snow down? A lot of cute.
Yeah, we got a lot of really good. Like there's one someone did a 2 polar bears fishing. It's really good.
Yeah, I know. I like that one. Yeah, I really like that one. I don't know how they built that inside that snow shack. They've got a. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, number 2, the Rural Economic Development Grant. The recommendation that there's no benefit for us for that. Number 3, outdoor rinks. Number 4, the MV studio tour. He'd like to know if he can put the ad in. It's $275. Any questions before I ask for the vote? Those in favor of that, hands up, please. Okay, it's everybody. That's a go, Chris.
Okay.
And then the Irish Gathering, the 4-leaf. The first one, the idea of the parade. The second one was prizes given. They could play games.
The carnival, yeah.
The carnival. The third one is the car show. And the last one is August in Ireland. Okay, so, oh, sorry, Carl. You're mute.
Mute.
Mute. I don't know, dear. It should be right on your. There.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yes, this is just a joke. How many Irishmen are you going to get in Round Lake?
A whole bunch. A whole bunch. I'll go. I'm not Irish. That's the idea, is to get the community involved in all the culture. So even if you're not Irish, you should go and enjoy the culture. The
I'm only kidding.
I know. Okay. Okay. A show of hands then that we give them the go for the Irish Gathering. Okay. Everybody likes it. Thank you, Chris. You've got the go. Okay.
Awesome.
Is there anything further, Chris, for council?
No, that's my report.
Anything for Chris? Keep up the good. Oh, sorry, Ted.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment to Chris there. I hear him on the radio there in the Pembroke radio station all the time, and he does such a great job. And I'm glad the radio gets us on and gets us out there. But Chris, you're a natural on there, bud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, good comments, Ted. I agree 100%. Wow. It's just a wonderful job. And all these ideas are so pro community, working with partnerships, trying to supply us with some entertainment during a very difficult time for our public. So congratulations, Chris.
There is one more thing. Sorry, I forgot to add that plan has been tentatively approved by the health unit. So
that's right. I was going to say that. So he's gone with the health unit. He's got it all approved. So we're all in good. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Have a nice evening. Okay.
Yes, you too. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Good evening, Bob. How are you?
Very well. How's everything
ahead.
going at your end now?
Not well. We're busy, that's for sure. Okay, Bob, if you could go ahead with your report, please.
I'd like to share screen, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You have it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're looking at here, fire responses.
Just wait, we don't have it.
January 9th
Bob,
to
we
10th.
don't have it up. Bob,
You don't,
It disappeared.
okay. Where did it disappear to?
Technology. There you
there
go.
it is. Okay, blow her up.
We're up now?
No, it
No.
was, but you disappeared again. It's saying a fault has been
Oh,
detected with your battery backup. You should contact Power Conversion about upgrading the, yeah.
I know I've ordered a battery. Okay, well, this isn't good.
No, you had it.
I
Okay,
see blue.
okay, can you read the report? We'll have to do the best we can with what we have.
We did have it emailed
Okay,
to
what-
us, I think, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was all, it
Okay,
was
so-
sent to
Email it out.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, Bob.
Okay. January 9th and 10th, we had a structure fire with a missing person up on Church Street. Excuse me. By the time firefighters arrived, the missing person had been located. I had some pictures involved there to show you a little bit of what it was and what was left of the place when we left the scene. January 13, under activities of note, we had a fire chief's WebEx meeting with the fire marshal. One of the main points he discussed was the closing of the Ontario Fire College effective March 31st, 2021. This is an effective closing, final and finished. Now, as an alternative, I mean, other than online training, which some things you can do, some things you can't, there are 20 regional training centers, but there's none in Renfrew County. Therefore, cost for training in the regional training centers will cost at least 10 times as much as previously budgeted for. As course registration costs roughly 4 times the cost, plus meals and accommodation costs will now have to be included. Costs before were $65, accommodation and meals included. Now, just cost registrations are, I've seen between $200 and $350 a piece. You send somebody out for a 5-day course, that's 5 overnights most likely, and you're going to have a dozen meals in that, you're going to be bouncing off $1,000. So until something is built where we can be close enough to drive there on a daily basis, there's going to be a considerable increase in cost. January 14th, we had a Renfrew County CEMC Zoom meeting to discuss vaccination plans for the county and how the CEMC may fit into the picture. There isn't much data that's available at this point in time, but we could be looking after things such as traffic control, obtaining refrigeration, identifying immunization sites, etc. The region will be broken into sectors, which include Arnprior, Renfrew, Pembroke, Deep River, and Barry's Bay. The new fire hall meetings we had one on January 13th, the next one's on the 27th. This one won't make sense without the overhead, but we are showing some pictures on training that we had on January 12th and 13th for maize preparation training. We have a little hole in a wall here, which is 16 by 18 inches, and we train the firefighters how to get through that in case of an emergency and you have to escape or whatever. And even the big boys were able to make it through. This was pictures of Tom squirming through it, taking off his bottle, pushing it through, twisting into the holes and making his way to the safety on the other side. I also included a couple of pictures of window access training on the second floor. We had one of our lads up on the ladder. He had his foot hooked around the rung and was knocking out the glass and then flipping over and going into the building. He was showing where the ladder had to be located, etc. So, as I say, without the pictures, it doesn't make too much sense. But as far as training and everything at this point, since the new COVID restrictions are in place, we've shut everything down till further notice So there'll be no meetings, no training. It'll be just response as required for now. COVID-19 report, Renfrew County and District got updated January 17th, confirmed cases at 295, resolved cases at 280, and deaths at 1 for total tests in Renfrew County, 49,448. Now we have, what happened, oh, there are my two charts. Again, you won't see them, but it's the data that's put out by the Renfrew County District Health Unit. It shows how many are in the hospital, long-term care, school, workplace, and how many are missing. But their dates on their charts don't necessarily match with the stats on the previous page, so it's kind of hard to give a handshake. As you'll see on this one, they only have 292 identified, 295 on a more up-to-date sheet. So what do we have? There's actually 4 or 5 townships that have had 0 cases and 0 cumulative. So you have Head Clare, Mariah, ourselves at Kildu, Hagley, Richards, Nipissing, unorganized south part of Algonquin Park, Pikwaganon, and Township of South Algonquin all are at 0 and 0. Ontario, as of January 17th, the confirmed cases 237,786, resolved at 2,003, 203,484, and deaths at 5,409. Nationally, it's as of the 15th, the confirmed cases 709,000, resolution 615,000, deaths at 18,014. Internationally confirmed, we're over 95 million at this point. Resolved cases, we're over 68 million. Deaths, we've hit the 2 million mark. We're at 2,041,414 as of yesterday at 15:18 Greenwich time. That's what I've got.
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. Because I don't have it in front of me, are there any questions on any part of Bob's report? I need to go back to the full screen so I can see council.
Can you get it rid there?
Oh, there we go. Okay. I got full, Debbie, where's Debbie?
Debbie's, there she is.
Oh, there she is. Okay. Any questions on any part of the fire chief's report? Okay. Well, thank you very much, Bob. And we'll see. Oh, sorry,
Right.
Ted.
Yeah, not on the report, but just, I'm not sure if you guys will be interested, Bob, but we're planning a tanker shuttle practice in the spring in North Algona Wilberforce. And we're hoping that you guys might be willing to take part in it.
Just similar to what we did at the mill.
Yeah, similar to that, but more of a tanker shuttle than pump ops. Like, it'll be strictly tanker.
Okay.
I'll get back to you when we have a confirmed date. I've been appointed the training officer at the Golden Lake end, so once we get a schedule made up, I'll get in contact with you.
Sure. We can't do much till we know what's happening with COVID either.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds
Okay,
good. Thank you
sure.
very much, Ted, for the invitation. Good partnerships. Okay, so thank you, Bob, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be on Zoom again tomorrow for our EOCG. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Dean, are you on?
Yes, I am.
Okay, could I have your report, please?
Yeah, so since the last meeting, we've been doing some brushing on Turner's Road, Bear Trail Road, and now we're on Sunrise Road. So what we do is we go through with the tractor there that we purchased a couple of years ago. And then once we get that cut, then we get the guys going through with the chipper that we have and then cut the bigger trees that the tractor can't handle. So we've had some good positive comments on each road that we've been on so far. So it's been working well. So Saturday we were out plowing and sanding and salting all our KHR roads. We probably got close to 3 to 4 inches of snow in places, depends where we were. So with the new stay-at-home lockdown order, I got the ladies at the office there, they set me up with a laptop here at home. So when I can work remotely here with all my files that I have at the office here with my computer. So whenever I can try to work from home. So we're continuing on COVID as well, continuing with spraying down all our equipment down after each use to disinfect them all. So we're continuing that process. So we've been starting Tom on training on one of the plow trucks. So we started him off there on Monday, which is going well. The proposed ATV regulation for January 1st, 2021 regarding off-road vehicles, we are in compliance with that. We do have an off-road vehicle bylaw that permits them all on highways under the jurisdiction of the KHR. So we're in compliance with that.
Good news.
Yeah. So our waste manager report, I remember before Christmas, I do believe we were talking about recycling bins, getting quotes for. So I did get a couple quotes and they came in relatively, cheap as far as I'm concerned compared to the ones I previously had. So 2 bins and delivery, we should receive them with tax at $28,905 for 2 bins delivered to our work area.
Wow, that's very good.
So yeah, it's quite compared to the other quotes we had.
Just wait, we'll stop on that one, Dean. Council,
Sure.
just show of hands that he go ahead and order those bins. Good. Okay, Dean, you got all hands up, so go ahead.
Okay, I will. So touching base on our hazardous waste days, I was talking to Dan a little while ago about some other issues and that from Greenview. And as of June 30th, 2021, the current system for managing the materials is to wound down, and there's a new full producer responsibility model will come into effect after June 30th. They haven't seen it. They haven't seen a draft yet for it, for the regulations on what's going to happen down the line. They're expecting to see a draft within a few weeks, I guess it is. But talking to Dan, if we wanted to go ahead with hazardous waste day, he would recommend doing it mid-June, so then we can report at the end of June and then have it in this year.
Yes.
But again, it's totally up to council. And I was talking with Sue, and if we do book it for sometime in June or whatever, cancellation fee, there is no cancellation fee. So with COVID and stuff, we, if something did take a turn for the worse, then we can cancel without a cost.
Good. So we asked Dean to have a look at that. So council, can we proceed and book it in June? And because I asked Dean to check if there was a cancellation fee, because it's better to have it booked. It's easier to cancel than to book it later on. And I think we should get it done prior to all these new regs coming into place. There's going to be some education on what's going to be allowed. So could I see a show of hands that we go ahead and book it in June? And then we can talk with us about volunteering. Okay, so we got all hands up. Brian, you have a question? Okay. All right. So Dean, you go ahead and do that. Oh,
A date in June, do you have?
oh yeah. Let me see just a sec. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Just so that when I book it,
Yeah, just wait.
There's Saturday the 12th, 19th, or 26th.
How about, okay, normally it's the 3rd. Like in August, we go the 3rd. What about the 19th of June? Council, Stanley, are you okay with that? You're the chair?
I'm okay with that, yeah.
Okay, 19th of June. And then we can talk closer to the date about who's able to volunteer and how we do the COVID and all those things. So hazardous waste day, 19th of June. Go ahead and book it then, Dean, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anything else? Okay, sorry, I stopped you there. Go ahead, Dean, further your report.
That's it for my report, Janice.
Okay. All right, council, are there any comments? Carl?
Should we inform council what we decided at the roads committee meeting?
Yeah, I've got a road committee. You're going to pass the minutes. So yes, you can, why don't we wait till finance, maybe the finance meeting? Would that be okay?
That's fine.
Okay. So council just, the road committee just authorized him to, as you know, we always like to get a step ahead on the tenders. So we approved some. There was 4 members of council and we all agreed. So we'll give you the update at the finance meeting if that's okay, unless council wants to hear further tonight. Is everybody okay with that? All right, good. Okay. Anything else before we look at the road vouchers and for Dean, do you have anything before we go into the vouchers? Council? Dean? Oh, Carl?
Just the OPP charges, that's awful terrible.
The OPP charges.
Yes,
Your bill.
bills,
Oh, the bills.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what we gotta pay. Okay, so Ted, I'm assuming you're going to declare. We'll look at the roads and okay, so Ted's declaring.
Yeah. I, Ted Brown, declare pecuniary financial interest with road and voucher, general voucher 12/2021.
Okay, duly noted. Okay, so as any questions of Dean on any of the road vouchers? Okay, any of the bills at all? Okay.
Just, sorry, just a comment, Sue, and I don't know if you have it. It's a numbered company and it's got like an $86,000 charge. Do you know what
Which
that
one?
is?
What's the number? You need to give me the
It's 22365, page 2.
22365, okay?
Yeah, I see that. It's 86,000.
Yeah, it's a numbered company, so I just didn't know what it was for.
22365. Oh, yeah. there.
Yeah, I'd have to go and grab the vouchers to find out. Might be a
Okay.
road-
Would you like to know?
You can get back to me later, that's fine.
Dean, is that,
Dean, do you have the bills in front of you?
No, I don't, no.
Okay,
If it's a numbered company, I do believe it could be the Ontario Scrap Metal for C&D.
okay.
I-
and then we
I-
have
Yes.
86,000, Dean, around?
yes, that's it. It's a.
That's it? Okay,
That's it.
so it's for our scrap metal.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah, the C&D.
yeah, C and D, sorry. Yeah, okay. All right, mover and a seconder then, we pay the bills. Moved by Carl, seconded by Debbie. Any further questions? All in favor, please. Okay, carried. And Ted, you could return to the table, please. Thank you. Anything else for Dean? Okay, good night, Dean. Thank you very much. We'll talk with you tomorrow on our Zoom.
Camera.
Oh, you have to stay for in camera. That's right. Sue did tell me that. I apologize, Dean.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sue, you're up.
Okay. Just an update for council that the auditor was here and everything has been completed. Everything looks good. He'll have the final draft FIRs for us before the finance meeting so that you can take a look at everything. But everything went well. I guess everybody's seen the email from Lynn Postel regarding the termination of the Hope Farm lease. That I sent the letter and she replied back saying that, oh, they were thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
I didn't get it.
It was sent to everybody, but anyway. So she replied saying, that she was of the same opinion. There's no fundraising with COVID and everything, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're good. That's going to work well.
And as the same as Dean, we're all now got laptops. I'm going to work from home probably. I was here because of the auditor, but I'll probably work from home probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I tried it out on Saturday. I got access to all my files and I also printed from home and it printed here, so.
Okay, you said Wednesday, so are you not coming in?
Well, I'll be in for the meeting. But
Okay,
then,
just you have to run the Zoom for me.
yeah, that's right. And then after that, I may work from home, so.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Tammy.
Tammy?
Yeah, Tammy's being set up too. She's just waiting for her internet to be set up at home. Dale is working from home.
Tyler?
Chris is working from home, Tyler, and also Kim.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
So we did have a meeting of the EOCG, and because of the Ford's stay-at-home order, we have, it says quite clearly we're an essential service, but where we can, we must work from home. So I spoke with all the staff, and those that can, we are going to provide them with the equipment to be able to work from home to minimize. Now, sometimes they have to come in here, but they're going to do it on staggered hours, weekends or at night, so that none of them, they won't be bumping into each other to try to avoid the contact. And then, of course, we're all practicing social distancing. We're wearing masks when we move around from our desks, and we're following all the protocol. We have another meeting tomorrow, but we'll do that again through Zoom and through the proper protocols. So that's the update. Sue, maybe at this time we could talk about our next meetings, and I'm asking council for permission. The order is till February the 11th. I'm asking that we not have another meeting unless necessary, and I'll call a special meeting. I would call it if I needed to get in touch with all of you and have you make some bigger decisions. We still have the motion on the books that I'm able to run the municipality, and I would make sure you're all informed after we have the meetings and tell you what's going on. I'm wondering if council would consider then continuing to do that. That way the staff can continue to work, and we won't have anything that I would feel. We will definitely report things as they're moving along, as I did during the whole year that we were during COVID. So could I, any questions on that, or could I? Okay, Carl?
February 3rd, is pay equity still on or not?
Yes, it's, I said that earlier
Okay, sorry.
in my comments. Yeah, that'll still be on because there's only 4 of us. We can meet and we can do it by Zoom. But I'm asking that we come in because we have enough space. We can do all the requirements under social distancing and meet. You have to wear a mask and all those things, but that's unless you hear differently. I also have some discussion that we're going to have to talk about in camera on the legal end, and then we can make some decisions after that, whether council wants to cancel that meeting, or I'm suggesting we can do it either by Zoom, or we can meet all the requirements of the of COVID. So any questions on my proposal, and then I'll call for the vote. Okay, those in favor of allowing me to continue to do it, and I'll call a meeting if necessary. Good, thank you very much, council. That's good. So we won't be meeting. Oh, sorry, Sue.
I just to let council know too that we issued ID cards to all members of staff, plus a letter saying that, we have been declared an essential service, that, in case they get stopped, we have our name tag, we have a letter. So
people can, the OPP can stop us and ask us what we're doing on the roads. And you have to have a reason why you're out and about. So I've asked for one as well, because I am driving in for the meetings because I can't see the screen at home. And so I am driving, and I want to have the idea to prove that I am an essential service, and that I have the right to come in and I meet the requirements. So everybody else, you better have a reason to be on the road, because you can get pulled over. You can't be on the road unless you have a good reason. And so we've issued that to all our employees so that they can, if they're stopped, they can show that they are an essential service and they're out doing business. Okay. All right. So Sue, then, so you'll note there's no meeting then scheduled for February. It was usually on the 2nd, right?
yeah.
Okay.
We do have one, and I know you said we had one on at least I had it marked in my book regarding the fee structure.
No,
on the
that's
9th of
canceled.
February.
Okay, that's been canceled as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Okay, I had that in my book still, so okay,
Yeah,
I'll
so
take that out.
I guess I
They
would have
get
touched that. I
Yeah.
would have, oh yeah, okay. I would have touched that on the committee. Okay. So So Dean, just a question, Dean's still on. So Carl, Dean and I are doing the OGRA. The other, Brian and Ted, you're not going to do OGRA? Okay,
No, Carl, I don't think he said he wasn't
No.
doing it.
okay, you're not doing it either. So it's Dean and I.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. And Roma is at the end of January. I'm still going to do that. Debbie, you're not doing that, eh?
No.
Okay, well, I'll report back on those conferences.
Okay.
Okay, all right. We're gonna move on then. Anything else, Sue? I think
No.
we've got everything, just the legal stuff in camera. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Committee reports, road committee minutes then. Carl, do you want to move those minutes?
Yes.
Moved by Carl, seconded by Ted. All those in favor? Stanley, are you okay with the minutes?
Yes,
Okay. Carried. And again, the road committee had a really good meeting, and we'll give you the highlights at the finance meeting. And Dean is going to prepare some of the, we went through the whole municipality and talked about every different issue that's still an issue out there. And Dean's going to provide the finance committee with kind of an estimate of what those costs are for some of the roads, equipment, those kind of things. And that'll be presented at that time. We're moving on to the rec and culture minutes. And Brian and I, we met with the Irish gathering with Chris. Really, he did such an excellent job convincing Brian and I, and he did it again tonight. So Brian, do you want to move and second the rec culture minutes? Okay, moved by Brian, seconded by Ted. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Okay, and anything highlights there, Brian can again present at the finance. Waste committee minutes. Okay, Stanley, do you want to move those minutes, please?
yes,
Okay, moved by Stanley, seconded by Brian. Discussion on the minutes. All those in favor? It's carried. Stanley, anything that you need to report today, or can I wait till the finance?
I think that will wait till the finance.
Okay, sounds good. John, do you want to move the policy, procedures, and bylaw minutes, please? Moved by John, seconded by Carl. All those in favor? On those minutes, carried. Thank you very much. That too, John, I guess we can discuss later. And
Yes.
because, yeah, okay, good. All right, let's move on to correspondence then. Okay, the first piece of correspondence is signed by General Hillier about the vaccine rollout. So I was on a conference call with all the other mayors of Ontario, with the Premier and General Hillier and Minister Clark, and they were just talking, basically, they've highlighted, and of course, things have changed since then. The vaccine, I guess we're not getting as many as hoped. So anyways, I'll keep you informed, and we'll keep you, the correspondence coming to you about the vaccine and the rollout. And Bob kind of touched about it. They're going to want some help from the municipalities, and that's why they had the meeting with us. Next is Wendy Engel's letter in support of the shoreline, the Boncher River Water Management Amendment. Any comments or questions on Wendy's comments? John?
Should we write them a letter and thanking them for the letter?
If council would like to, yes. Council, show of hands, we'll send her back a note saying thank you. We should thank everybody that's writing, I guess. Is that okay? Show of hands, sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Good, carried. Sue, do you have that noted?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's this there.
Okay, the Eganville leader. So they want to know, we want to put some ads in.
That's right. They're $40 an ad. So if we wanted to sponsor any of them,
Now, we've done these before though. I
No,
would,
this is something new due to COVID.
oh, okay. Well, we have to be careful about sponsoring, the cancer, kidney, heart. If you do one, you have to do almost all of them, in fairness.
That's
So,
right.
so council, if you'd like to sponsor those, then I would say that we should do all of them or none of them. We could do fire prevention, seniors, even that, emergency preparedness, volunteer week. Those are kind of general, if that's council's wishes. Carl?
Should we go through them at a finance meeting? What do you think? I don't know.
Okay,
There's a lot of them there. I read them all.
yeah, I mean, they're all good causes, don't get me wrong.
know.
So, okay, Sue, then would you bring that with Debbie then to the
Yeah.
finance? Okay, everybody okay with that? Okay. Ottawa Valley Business Newsletter? All right. Let's go to bylaws. So, council, you're aware that I sit on the doctor recruitment, and we're proud to say that we are entering an agreement with 3 doctors. The first 2 are a married couple, and they are going to do one job. They're going to share it. And then the other one is another doctor, and she's coming and hopefully in the summer. Anyway, so we need to pass the bylaw because we're one member of that organization. And so all good news. We're happy that we're getting some doctors in the area. So I'd need a motion for bylaw 06/2021 to start off with. Moved by Debbie, seconded by Carl. All those in favor? Carried. Okay, so the first reading, Sue,
Bylaw 06/2021.
discussion. Second reading, short.
Please.
Please.
06/2021.
Discussion. Motion for third, moved by Stanley, seconded by John. All those in favor? Carried. Thank you. Third reading, short.
Please.
Please.
Sue?
Bylaw 06/2021.
Okay. The second one is bylaw 07, the enter the agreement. Moved by, for motion for first and second, moved by Debbie, seconded by Brian. All those in favor? Carried. First reading short.
Please.
Bylaw 07/2021.
Discussion. Second reading short.
Please.
Please.
Bylaw 07/2021.
Discussion. Third reading, moved by Carl, seconded by Debbie. All those in favor? Carried. Third reading short, council.
Please.
Please.
Bylaw 07/2021.
Thank you. The next one is bylaw 08/2021 to another agreement. Moved by Stanley, seconded by John. All those in favor? Carried. Thank you. First reading short.
Please.
Bylaw 08/2021.
Discussion. Second reading short.
Please.
Bylaw 08/2021.
Discussion. Third motion for third reading, moved by Debbie, seconded by Brian. All those in favor? Carried. Thank you. Third reading short.
Please.
Please.
Bylaw 08/2021.
Okay. Now we're moving to unfinished business. Council, as you know, the county had sent the OP and the changes that they were making, and Tyler and I, and actually Sue, we sat down and we went through the document. Tyler spent a lot of work reviewing it and coming back with some suggestions. We only had till Friday to reply. So I asked Sue to send a copy to you of what we sent. And basically, in the highlight is KHR is objecting to the amendments to the OP because of the harshness of the surveys and studies that people will have to do to get a severance and develop in KHR. So we did send that. And again, Sue will, if she hasn't, she'll send you a copy of that document so you're all aware of what I sent. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Okay,
Yeah, I
any
think I
questions on that? You did send it, Sue?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I also got a reply back from Charles T.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanking us for our comments.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other unfinished business? Okay, new business. Any new business, Carl?
Yes, I don't know if council's aware of this, but I was on the phone today with Ottawa Valley Power for about an hour.
Yes. Good, good.
And they're at the information booth. They're going to install at free of charge charging stations for electric cars. They're going to install 2 when the frost breaks, and they need 2 parking spaces. Because I was just thinking the other thing we were talking about,
Yes.
you know what I'm
yes,
talking about? I can't
Yes.
say it,
Yes.
but they're going to install 2 charging stations
Wow, what good
Yeah.
news.
and free.
Absolutely wonderful.
And
Well,
I don't know what I don't know what I got myself into, but I got 2 inches of paper to read. So
Yeah, that's about every time, because I sat on that a couple of times, and yeah, it's a big, busy place.
Yeah.
Okay, so council, good news. I mean, well, that's wonderful. Make sure Chris knows that. I mean, that's another thing that we can help promote the municipality and
Right.
bring people in. Then Dean has to be aware, we're gonna have to designate 2 spots so that nobody parks there and make it, once that comes in. Okay, Dean, just so you're aware of it.
but
Yes,
they're
for
going to
sure.
be
Go ahead, Carl.
they're going to meet with me. I said I'd like to meet with them
Yes, good.
because of the other thing we were talking
Yes,
about,
yes.
just to make sure we had the space where they're
Absolutely.
going to put them. Okay.
Okay, that
That was
sounds
good.
good. I'll leave that in chart. Carl, you and Dean can go through that.
Yeah.
I'd like to sign, council, with your permission, I'd like to send a letter to thank them to Ottawa Valley Power. So show of hands that we do that. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, Carl. Very good news.
I've got a meeting Thursday with them, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll try.
It's a learning process. We appreciate that you took that on. Thank you very much. Any other new business? Okay, I'll just go through my notes here. Okay, I want to thank the public. We are going to go in camera. We have several issues, and then we will be announcing another meeting whenever we get to the point where we need council. And I want to thank anybody that's online, that's watching us. We do appreciate that you take the time and show interest in municipal politics, and to see the kind of challenges that we have as a municipality in providing services under these drastic measures. I want to ask the public, please stay home and stay safe, and be careful. COVID is a very dangerous thing, and we need to be conscious of it. And again, I want to thank the public for, again, council knows that we're still open only by appointment. So if anybody has to come in, but we do have services. We're trying to provide them as many services as possible through internet and fax and every other method that we can, just so that the public is still able to do business with us. And again, thank you to the public, and stay safe. Good night.